please keep in mind it is general and it's also a timeless reading. So this can be in relation to events that have already taken place in the past, things that are coming up in the near future, things that are currently playing out in your circumstances. So it's important to be aware of that. Now, with regards to the spread, I'll be putting one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll start firstly with the Dark Mirror deck. We'll then get a card from the Angelarian, and then one from the Moonology deck. And then to wrap up the reading, we'll get further insight using my gorgeous new tarot deck, The Beautiful Creatures, 2nd edition. So, Pisces, let's see what we can reveal at this time for you from the shadow aspect. Now, just while I'm shuffling, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. Right, so Pisces, you've had this card come up many times in your shadow work readings. And the card you have here is Addicted. I'm hoping you can see that. Addicted, right? So, yeah, the problem here is that there's still a crutch that you're unwilling to release, right? There's something that you're still either fixated on or something that you keep doing, repetitively. Is like habitual at this point, but it's something that is obviously not serving your best interest or your highest good, right? It's something that you do as a support mechanism, as a coping mechanism, right? But all it does is keep you stagnant in the same energy that you no longer want to be in. So it really does need addressing at this point, because whatever it is, whatever you've been using as a crutch all this time, it's still very much in that, you're still in that energy. Nothing has changed, right? That's the issue here. So, when it becomes I saw a great quote actually that was relevant to this earlier today, and it said, if you keep repeating a mistake, it's no longer a mistake, it's a decision, right? And I think that's very true, to be honest with you. So that may, you may need to look at that if that's what's currently playing out in your environment. If you find yourself repeating certain mistakes over and over, now would be a good time to address what is the cause of that, right? So let's go over to the Angelarian and see what information we can find out here, what insight, guidance, synchronistic symbols may be relevant to you. Just one card, please. Wow. So the card you got from the Angelarian is Azrael, Angel of Death. So this is a need to let go, release, purge something, right? Something needs to come to an end in order for it to be transformed, right? So again, what needs to be brought to an end is this. Whatever it is that you keep hanging on to or you keep repeating that is only keeping you in a lower vibration. Sorry, I'm struggling to speak. I think this is the thing as well. Like, I get tongue-tied all the time, but I feel like you guys are not even able to express yourselves to those closest to you right now. It's like there is this fear of revealing the truth, just how much this is taking over your life. This is affecting your day-to-day, right? For those of you I'm picking up on, obviously this is not going to be for every Pisces, but for the Pisces that I'm picking up on today, there is something that's having a bigger impact on your day-to-day than you're revealing or letting on to others. So that really does need to be addressed at this point. There's something you keep doing or something that you keep allowing yourself to be a victim of. So that needs to change. Only you know specifically what that is. Maybe we'll get more insight when we clarify. But I feel like, yeah, there's something that just keeps repeating itself. And it's just so toxic, it's so detrimental to your well-being, that it's got to the point where there is some kind of divine intervention, because, yeah, otherwise it could get very, very messy. So I just want to go to the booklet now and see what the signs for this energy is, because I never remember them off the top of my head. There's way too many. just in case a significant message comes in through from the divine to support you with this, or to relay a certain key piece of information that you need to be aware of at this time. So the signs for this is an apple, the ocean, a skull, right? Yeah, an apple, the ocean, a skull. So yeah, any of those signs could somehow be relevant to you in this situation. You may feel like it holds your attention more than normal, and there may be certain feelings attached to it. Pay attention to that, okay? Pay close attention to what it is that you're feeling, because there may be something that's trying to be communicated at that time to help you deal with this energy, right? Whatever it is that you're going through. So let's have a look at the Moonology now and see what guidance we can get from the Mother Moon. How many cards do we have here? 3, that's too many. 1 card, 2 if you have to. Okay. So, I'm knocking everything over now. So the card you have from the Moonology deck is Adjustments Are Required. 3rd quarter moon. Hopefully you can see that. Adjustments are required. So yeah, it's pretty obvious that adjustments are needed, right? I mean, something needs to come to a complete end, to be honest with you. But I think the thing that needs adjusting at this time is maybe, okay, I've just got a download. Some of you are on medication, right? You've got some medication from the doctors. Perhaps you had an injury or some kind of chest infection or something like that, and you've got some medication, maybe some pain medication if you've had a serious injury like some surgery or a break of some kind. And I feel like some of you may have been given some pain medication from the doctors. However, you've become addicted to the pain medication. So now, you're not wanting to reveal to anyone that this has become a problem, but it needs to be dealt with. You need to do something about this situation. So that's where I feel like this card is particularly prominent for those of you who are in that sort of situation. It doesn't have to be specifically that, but this is kind of like the energy I'm getting, that you've come to realize that you've become very much dependent on the pain medication you're receiving, and now you're having to admit that, first of all, to yourself that you are addicted, and second of all, you'll need to speak to your doctors about this, because obviously they're going to have to change the medication, change the dose, or help wean you off of it if you no longer need it, right? So that's what I'm getting as a message for some people there. For others of you, it's a case of you need to change certain things in your environment, because it's affecting your ability to kick in this habit or to stop yourself from falling into these toxic patterns, right? Because your environment itself is enabling that behavior or enabling those crutches, those vices that you have. So you need to change that as well. Okay, so those are just the additional messages that I got with this particular card. So let's go to the tarot now and see what else we can find out for you that may help you with this. Okay. This one needs to flip the other way, so I will take it in the reverse. But the thing is, it's important to know, Pisces, that as much as this can be difficult, right, especially if it's like a learned behavior that you've embodied for a number of years, it can be difficult to rewrite those patterns, but it's not impossible. It happens every single day. It's just a matter of putting the work in and being consistent, right? So even if it's, say, a physical addiction, in that case, even if it's the case of you have a physical addiction, there is support available. Okay, you have to just know where to look. If you're unsure, I first recommend speaking to your doctor or healthcare services in your area and see what options are available to you. Okay, and within your budget as well. Okay, so the first card you have is the Six of Wands, Victory. So hopefully you can see that, 6 of Wands. So yeah, it's literally the first card out. So it's telling you that, look, you can overcome this. But I think because of this, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong card here. Because Azrael's turned up, that shows me that you're ready to kick the habit. You're ready to make a change, a significant change. This is like putting it to bed for good, right? This is not just, you know, stopping for a while and then relapsing or whatever it is. Like this, you are prepared to, you know, beat this thing, essentially. You've been putting a lot of work into yourself. I feel like maybe some of you already have been doing this work to the point where you know that you're almost free from it, right? So it could be that is the situation for some of you. Others of you, I feel like you're already beginning to accept that there is an issue, and now you're willing to put the work in, whatever it takes to free yourself from this burden, right? So that's very positive. I really like that. So that was fire energy, by the way, Aries, Leo, Sag. So the next card you have is the King of Pentacles, strong Taurus energy here. So you could be dealing with a Taurus or have it prominently in your chart. I do feel like you have a very stable support system in place, which is good, right? You may have just one single person that embodies this energy. They might not be a Taurus, but they embody this energy of being very loyal, very stable, very supportive. You know, they're like your rock at this time while you're trying to kick the habit or try and change certain behavioral patterns. You know, you may be going to therapy as well, right? And this person is supporting you in doing that, you know, giving you the extra encouragement, going to some sessions with you, or at least the initial session. This person may be just helping you to get the help that you need, right, in order to deal with whatever issues are currently playing out for you. Next card you have is the Queen of Cups, water energy, right? Specifically shown with Cancer, right? So again, you could be dealing with a Cancerian or have it in your chart prominently. But I feel like it's a case of, yeah, you're very aware, right? I feel like at this time, perhaps in the past, you know, you relapsed or you found it difficult to admit there was an issue, and, you know, you just kind of was completely turning a blind eye to the point where your intuition felt like it was shut down. Now it's very much in full force. You know what is needed at this time. I feel like you're not making excuses anymore. Even if the cause of the issue was, you know, something external or due to other parties, I feel like you are taking responsibility, and you know that only you are responsible for your well-being at this time. So I feel like you're putting your best foot forward, you know, and knowing that you need to do this for yourself, you know, that if I want to be happy in my own skin again, if I want to feel like my life is worth something again, I need to do this for me, no one else, right? So I feel like that's what you're doing, which is awesome, right? And yeah, I feel like there could be a significant other that's giving you that additional support, either as the Queen of Cups or as the King of Pentacles, right? But I feel like you're getting that support either way. Depending on where you fall in this, I feel like you're either getting a lot of practical, stable support and advice from your significant other, or you could be getting very emotional, loving, tender care from someone while you're doing this work, right? Or it could be that you have two people in your life that are providing different types of support. So either way, you're getting support, I see, which is really good and very necessary. The next card you have is the Decadence, Abruption, right? The Decadence, Abruption. So yeah, I feel like you need to be careful, because even though I feel like you are going to succeed for the most part, for the majority of you, I feel like eventually you are going to kick this habit, whatever it is, or free yourself from this crutch. But there is always a possibility of relapsing or falling back into old cycles or habits, right? So you need to be very, very careful with that, because say if something happens in your life that is unexpected, that causes a lot of strife, stress, anxiety, you know, upset, anger, that's going to be a trigger for you to go back into this cycle, right? So you need to be aware that regardless of whatever challenges you face in your life, that you don't let that be an excuse to fall back into this cycle, right? Next card you have is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So more water energy, right? So yeah, I feel like right now, yeah, I feel like this King of Pentacles character, whoever this person is in your life, I feel like they are trying to, I'm getting a sense there are two very distinct individuals in your life that embody two very different energies, but are both trying to support you in the way they know how. I feel like this King of Pentacles, while they're very supportive, they're practical, they're hands-on, they're trying to, logistically help you get whatever assistance that you need at this time, right? I feel like at the moment they're just kind of, they may be coming down on you a little bit hard because they know you have this tendency to relapse and fall back into old patterns of behavior, or, go back to your vices, right? So I feel like they're not, they feel like you need to do more soul searching. You need to get really serious about this. I think in their mind it's a case of they're willing to give you and get you the help that you need, and ensure that you are assisted and supported in that. But they need to know that you've taken the time to really do some soul searching and really get to the heart of the issue, right? And that you're prepared to follow it through to the end, that you're not going to just call it quits part way through, right? They want to see that you're willing to go the full way, pretty much. That's what they need to see from you, because I feel like this person may even be investing money in order to get you this help that you need, right? Or at least they're being very hands-on. So it's like, if I'm going to put all this effort and energy and possibly even my money into getting you the assistance you need, I need to see that you're serious about this, that you're going to follow it all the way to the end, no matter how difficult it gets, right? So they're being very like, they're very much in that tough love energy, right? But it's coming from the best possible place. Now, with this Queen of Cups underneath that, you have the Three of Swords, disappointment. So I feel like this person, right, this King of Pentacles energy could be a family member, a friend, someone of that nature. Whereas this Queen of Cups, I mean, don't get caught up in the gender, right? This is just energy, masculine and feminine energy of these suits. But I feel like the Queen of Cups is, someone that you're in a relationship with, or that you have a romantic connection with, or feelings for, someone you have a lot of love for, but more in that sense, right? A romantic sense. Three of Swords, right? Heartache, pain. So I feel like this person, who you are emotionally and romantically connected to, is, I think, very fearful that you're going to relapse. And I think they've been through a lot with you on this journey, right? Because I feel like while they have been trying to support you, it's been very painful for them to see you fall back into these cycles over and over. It's painful for them to be on the receiving end of, whatever negative behaviors or actions are taken as a result of this addiction, whatever it is, right? That in some shape or form, they have suffered as a result of this energy, right? Even if it's just seeing how it's impacted you negatively, it breaks their heart to see it. So they're really, wanting that to change. But I think at this point, perhaps you've made promises in the past that things will be different. I don't know, but I feel like this person they know you can do it, but they feel like you won't, because of how many times you promised in the past that things would change, or that you would start expressing what's going on with you wouldn't shut them out. Because like I said, I feel like for some of you, if you have some kind of like addiction to, say, like drugs, medicines, painkillers, things like that, you've been trying to keep that under wraps, but they knew. That's the thing, they knew. And it was more heartbreaking for them, the fact that you couldn't admit that there was a problem to them, that you couldn't be honest with them. So there's a lot of pain on their side is what I'm getting. So the advice here for you, Pisces, is to first be willing to be completely open and honest about these, the issue at hand with those two people that are closest to you, if there are two energies or just the one person. Be honest with yourself, get the support you need. You've got a support, professional help. You have support on the outside from a family member, a friend, a partner, right? So, don't be afraid to reach out, and use the support that's available to you, right? That's going to be a source of strength for you while you're going through this journey, because it's not going to be easy, but you absolutely can do it. I mean, this was the very first card out, Six of Wands. So it's within your grasp. It's something you can overcome, right? So that's what your focus needs to be on. Getting into your power, knowing that you are stronger than whatever this energy is, right? That it's time for you to reclaim your strength, reclaim your power, and get your life back on track again, right? So quite a specific reading. I know that's not going to be for everyone, but someone needed to hear that. So whoever this was, I don't know what this energy is. It could be just about anything, but you are stronger than that pull, right? So it's important that you remind yourself of that. But I really hope whoever needed to hear this, I hope this helps. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget the notifications bell. And yeah, it's one step at a time, but every step you take forward that brings you further away from this and into this, you need to give yourself a pat on the back, right? Every small win is worth celebrating, okay? And you can do this, Pisces, right? You absolutely can. It's shown, it's proven here, okay? So I'm sending you lots of love, lots of encouragement and support. And yeah, I just wish you all the best in this healing journey. So take care of yourself, Pisces, and I'll speak to you again soon.